British English grammar. Phrasal verb take. So you've decided to take up English. Good for you. Take your language skills further by learning phrasal verbs that use the verb take. If you don't know them already, don't worry. I'll take you under my wing. Phrasal verbs are very common in spoken and written English, so we need them to understand and speak natural English. Phrasal verb is a verb followed by a preposition or an adverb. The combination creates a meaning differing from the original verb. The phrasal verb take is one of the most popular English phrasal verbs. In its primary meaning, the phrasal verb take is translated like брать, взять, поймать. But if it is used with any of these prepositions, after, of, on, in, back, up, down, away, to, it has a completely different meaning. So let's consider all of them. Take after somebody, to have a similar appearance or character to a family member. Быть похожим, походить на родителей родственников, когда говорят о характере, склонностях и так далее. For example, Mark is so hot-headed, he takes after his father. She takes after her mother. She has the same green eyes and straight blonde hair. Take up. The first meaning is to begin or start a new hobby. Браться за что-либо, заинтересоваться. For example, John has just taken up scuba diving. He likes it. Another meaning is to occupy space, занимать место. For example, these empty boxes take up a lot of space in the storage room. I'll throw them away. Take in. The first meaning is to learn, understand information. Понимать, усваивать информацию. For example, many students have difficulties in taking in all these phrasal verbs. Another meaning is to deceive, cheat. Провести, одурачить. For example, the pupil took the teacher in by cheating the test. One more meaning is to allow to stay in one's home. Приютить, предоставлять жилье. She is always taking in stray cats and dogs. Take off. The first meaning is an airplane leaving the ground and going up into the air. Взлетать. For example, in spite of bad weather, the plane took off. Another meaning is to remove a piece of clothing from your body. Снять одежду, обувь. For example, take off your shoes and put the slippers on. One more meaning is to become successful or popular very fast. Иметь успех, стать популярным. For example, the new song has really taken off in the charts. Take down. The first meaning is to write what is spoken, to keep notes. Записывать, помечать. For example, let me take down your name and phone number. Another meaning is to separate a structure into parts, to remove. Разобрать, снести. For example, it's time to take down the Christmas tree until next year. Take back. The first meaning is to return something. Вернуть что-либо. For example, your tablet is out of order. You should take it back to the shop. Another meaning is to admit that something you said was wrong. Брать свои слова обратно. For example, I take my words back. I was wrong. Take away. To remove, to buy prepared food. Забирать, уносить. For example, he was taken away to prison. I'm too tired for cooking today. Let's take away pizza and hamburgers. They took away all my money. Take on. The first meaning is to accept some work or responsibility. Брать на себя работу, ответственность. For example, he's broke and has to take on extra work. Another meaning is to hire or employ somebody, нанимать кого-либо. For example, they took me on because I was a good mathematician. Take to. To like, to adjust to. Привязаться, пристраститься. For example, I took to Phil as soon as I met him. They took to hiking tours. Now it's time to check how well you've remembered the information of the lesson. Complete the sentences with proper prepositions. 1. Now check yourselves. You shouldn't make promises and then take them back. 2. Now check yourselves. Alex has just taken up Spanish because he will be moving to Mexico next year. 3. Now check yourselves. Jenna decided to take in the neighborhood stray cat. 4. Now check yourselves. Please listen carefully and take down notes in your notebooks. 5. Now check yourselves. He took off his hat because he entered the house. 6. Now check yourselves. None of the children took after her. 7. Now check yourselves. They spoke so fast in that movie that I couldn't take much in. 8. Now check yourselves. I'm going to take this jumper back because it's not the right size. 9. Now check yourselves. John couldn't take to living in the city. He was a country boy. 10. Now check yourselves. She took on the management of the company after her father passed. Hopefully, the information of the lesson was useful for you guys. Practice your grammar skills because practice makes perfect.